touchdown. Borregales back out to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Third down. Here's McCaffrey. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of one.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very flat over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll throw with May. This one completes Alec Pierce. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yards. there by the quarterback.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The 26-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. To the air, May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's May. Open May, it's Hunter. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's May. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to Parham.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Ready? Here we go. Here we go.
Mims in motion right.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the
29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Love. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Love now. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Again, it's Love.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up second down.
From the gun, it's May. Left side, he finds Pierce.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's May. Delivers another one to Pierce.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air, an extra counter tool, hoping someone comes into contact.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Western New York. The Bills at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Houston Texans. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield.
42.
quarterbacks rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw now. Here's Love. He gets this one to Mechie. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
Play fake. Here's Love. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 5. First down, Atlanta.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Ready, go. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive. Together. We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. May. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to those former level.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Andres Borregales on for the field goal.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, all gets hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
He was taken down.
3rd down and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Throwing here is May. Steps away to his left. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
On for the field goal. 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second down. At the 45.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing. Love. This one finds McConkey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now Love. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He juked him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Love looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to... And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. This ball caught by Mechie. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Christian McCaffrey, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Love throwing for it.
It's complete. And they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs.
They'll throw with May.
Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To the air, May. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Here's May. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. There's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
On 4th down, Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down. across the 20-yard line.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he's going to get out of bounds with the... First down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Love looking to throw it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Love.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for Carolina, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the